So how important is relationship building, and what are some effective strategies for doing that with them?
So in my role of supporting faculty in becoming comfortable and competent in a digital environment for teaching, and particularly in online teaching, a lot of it is just listening to what they're trying to accomplish, what do they want to accomplish, what are the important things, and being a source of information around, well, here are possible ways that you can do things, here are things to think about, and helping them sort of curate that decision-making process. It takes time, certainly relationship building takes time and patience, but it happens because they're looking for someone to sort of be that anchor in a storm if they're doing something that's really far. And they're, faculty at Berkeley are used to being successful, so doing something where there's a chance where they may not be successful is often very hard and very uncomfortable. So I think that's a space to start relationship.
I think sort of to build on that too, the relationship building piece, not only does it take time, it actually, I think, pays to do your homework. And understanding who you're meeting before you go into a room, especially if it's what I would call a cold consult, look them up, understand what their research is. There's nothing wrong with finding the place that you connect, whether it's because that was your undergraduate degree, because you have some interest in it, or just asking them about what, not just what the goals are, but trying to find that connection to their research, trying to find the connection to how long they've been here. I think that those things are really important, and they may feel uncomfortable to us for some reason because they sort of seem calculated. I actually don't think it's calculated at all. I think that it's actually a really important part of building a relationship. Look up their tickets for those of us who have ticketing systems. Understand how your organization, has interacted with them in the past. Has this been someone that we've helped on a particular project before? Is this someone who we've never connected with? And you might want to start with some, questions that sort of elicit information just about what they're doing and how they've experienced your organization before you move into what it is that you're there to consult with. So I think understanding who they are jumpstarts that relationship building. And talk to your peers. Your peers may have had additional, connections with them, and that always helps to understand where somebody's coming from.
All the programs that I run are programs that faculty don't have to participate in. I assume we all have the same situation, most of you do. So it's voluntary on their part, so you have to make it worth it to them. And to me, one of the ways I've always tried to make it worth it is that all my programs are very low bureaucracy. So I don't want to put a lot of hoops up in front of them. I don't want them to do anything that I can do myself or my staff can do, because I want them to do the one thing that I need them to do that only they can do. So I make everything else disappear. It's just magic, it's gone. It doesn't exist. So that's super important for faculty because you don't want to waste their time. What else? I think also if you have a shared sense of purpose with them, that's a good thing to articulate, and I think we all do. Again, I think that's easy. I think we all love Berkeley, we're all proud to work here, we are proud of the mission of the university, and we're trying to do things that actually support that mission. And if they see that, then they'll be more on board, if they see that's something valuable to do. They don't like jargon that seems to come from corporations. I don't either, so that's fortunate for me. I don't talk that way. I don't think they have any patience for that. I would never expose them to anything that I think is bullshit. And as long as they don't detect any bullshit in my office, then they'll be more likely to stop by. So those are all important things. The other thing, and this might be a little controversial, but I think I have a PhD from Berkeley, and I almost never mention it to faculty. Unless it's directly relevant, which it almost never is. And I think if I threw a rock in this room, I would hit a PhD right now. I think if you throw a rock in any room on campus, you will hit a PhD. They don't care if you have a PhD or not. That's not what you're there for. With very few exceptions.
I just want to applaud you for being. I think that being honest about how we, I just want to say, I think being honest about how we make the connection and what we're there for is really important, and so I'm glad that you sort of put that out there. Thank you.
You're welcome. I think that, I think sometimes people think that Berkeley faculty are egotistical and they're not treating us with the respect we deserve, but actually, they've earned the place that they have doing what they're doing, and it might be rocket science, and what we're doing might not be rocket science, but what we are doing is important, and they will value that because they need it. So that's what we're the expert in, and they will come to us for our expertise. And so we just need to meet them where we are. We each bring the thing that we bring. They bring the subject matter expertise, and we bring the subject matter expertise of something completely different, which is how to make things work smoothly, and how to make them succeed, and how to make our students benefit from it and all that. And that's what we bring. So that's how I approach it.